Oh gosh! Oh gosh! Oh dear. Okay, that wasn't good. I didn't realise we were falling through the atmosphere. This has been a crazy episode. Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to fly to the moon! Yes, because last time we went into orbit of Kerbal and it was a pretty successful orbit, but now I have a contract to actually explore the moon. We are going to fly around it. We're not going to try and land on it because we don't have the rocket technology for that. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to upgrade the launch pad. I'm going to right click and upgrade it because this rocket that we're about to build is going to be too heavy for our old little launch pad. So yeah, this is going to be a big one. So let's get our little pod and let's put a couple of fuel tanks. We've got one big one and one small one. I don't like that colour. Let's put a parachute. This is basically going to be the same as our orbital rocket we used in the last episode? Yeah, last episode. Only this time we're going to make it wider. That's what she said. So let's do that. Let's put 3 more, just like our orbital rocket. And I mean, of course we've got to make this bigger because the last rocket we used, it barely got into orbit as it is. I want to swivel. And let's put some... Oh, we unlocked this, that's right. We could use that, actually. That might keep our rocket more stable. Bigger wings. I'm going to... Oh my gosh, I just hit my desk. I hope you didn't hear that. I'm so amateurish. Yeah, that actually looks really cool like that. Now, so that would probably get us into orbit. However, to get to the moon, I'm going to suggest that you attach the rockets on the side. And I don't want 4, I want just 2. There you go. So these are basically like the things that split your rocket in half. As you can see, I've got some here. So when you press like space, your rocket detaches. However, these will detach rockets that are on the side, and I'll show you in a sec. So let's add a couple of these bad boys. No, I don't want it like that. There we go. And let's put another one. Please stick on. There you go, like that. So what's going to happen is that when I want them to decouple, the rockets on the side here are going to go poosh. They're going to fly away. I want to bring them down a bit. That good? I think that's good. We could try these Reliant engines on. They're a little bit more fuel efficient, but you can't steer your rocket with them. Unlike you can with this little engine in the middle, which is the swivel. And let's put some nose cones on. Here we go. Probably should put some science experiments on as well. Yeah, we can do that. Anything else I've got to do? Yeah, those 2 engines on the side are going to fire, and then when they burn out or hit space, and they will both detach, they'll fly away, and then the middle rocket's going to fire, and then oh gosh, we want to change that though. Why is that like that? Ah, of course. Yes, we got to add a decoupler. In fact, we got to add a heat shield. Let's get our heat shield. We didn't actually buy it last time, did we? We don't need too much of that. Now, let's add our science experiments to the side. I don't think I need to explain too much of this. You guys kind of know what to do now. Get 2 of these. And 2 of these. Boom. Oh, let's not do that. Because we haven't upgraded the vehicle assembly building yet, so we can only have up to 30 parts on all our rockets, and I'm going to have to take something off. Okay, because it's 31 out of 30, so how about I put 1 thermometer and 1 of these What is it called? A prismat barometer. It's a science experiment, basically. No, I just want one. Let's change that. Now, hopefully this will work. Hopefully it won't make our rocket too unstable, because this thing's a little bit bigger than that thermometer. 29 out of 30, yeah. That's within our 30 limit, our 30 part count limit. I can't speak today. So that should give us more power. Why is that not showing my thingy-majig? Oh, I see. Hold on. The staging's wrong. We've got to move that up. Always check your staging, folks. There we go. So 1,000 meters per second. I think that's how much fuel we're going to have. Yeah, I don't really understand it myself. Let's just call this to the MUN. We've got to spell it correctly according to how the game spells it. So save that. And I'm actually going to pick a different Kerbal, because Jebediah, we've used him in 2 episodes now. I think you guys are probably getting a little bit sick of him. So we go to crew. He's already got some experience. I'm going to remove him. Boom. Let's put Valentina in the pilot seat. Yeah, girl power. Alright. And I think we're good to go. So, is there anything... No, I want to click on that. Okay, we don't need to worry about all that. I was just checking if there's any dangers to our Kerbal dying, possibly. Okay, so simply have to do what we did last time, head into orbit. Let's get up before it gets dark. Press our SAS button, T key, and let's launch. We'll do all our experiments once we're close to the moon. Now, because I'm only firing with the side rockets, they don't have any steering on them, so I kind of have to just go straight up at this point. I can kind of steer it a little bit, but it's very, very difficult. Yeah, it just wants to head straight up. Okay, they're about to run out. And you'll see some magic happening. What's that over there? Is that... It's a little dot in the sky. I think that's the other moon that's actually orbiting us. Alright, we really need to start angling this 90 degrees. The reason why I go 90 degrees, for those wondering, is I think it's the most efficient way to orbit Kerbal, apparently. Okay, we're probably high enough now, aren't we? Yeah, we want to round this orbit out. Oh yeah, and press M to bring out this map key, in case I haven't said that already. Okay, I'm going to time warp a little bit. It's always such a delicate procedure getting into orbit, and it's definitely the hardest part about launching a rocket, but once you're in space, there's like no gravity, well, no atmosphere slowing you down. So you're not at the mercy of Kerbal. To round this out, as you can see, the circle's getting, well, more round. It's not so bubbly. You want to stick to that sort of 90 degrees heading there. Is that what that HDG stands for? I have no idea. Okay, let's cut our engine. See if we can get above 70. Not quite, I don't think. Oh no, we're good. Yeah, about 70. And let's just fire horizontally. Now that we're above 70, we're out of the atmosphere. So I didn't really show the whole process of going into orbit that well, did I? Oh, rocket's burned out. Oh well, let's watch it detach. Space. And space again to fire the rocket. Bye-bye. Alright. I really hope we have enough fuel for this. We have... That's over 2 minutes worth of fuel in this tank. Because this little engine's so efficient, so I think we should be fine. 2 minutes should be enough. Okay, we're still climbing, that's okay. I'd rather be still climbing than falling back down to Kerbal, because it means you're not going fast enough to get into orbit. Okay, let's get rid of that. It's always fascinating just watching it like round out. I always find that fascinating. Oh, we're starting to drop. Come on. Okay. That should be in orbit, right? think that looks like an orbit. I don't have any flight planning available, so we're just going to have to eyeball everything, unfortunately. Oh, there's the moon. I'm coming for you. Okay, well, if we're in our last episode where we built our orbital rocket, we would probably have a lot less fuel. I think we barely had enough fuel as it was, but... So now that's all good and well. Looks like we're in an orbit, I think. So I'm time warping because I'm waiting towards till the moon comes over the horizon here. When you see the moon come over the horizon, usually it's a good time to burn towards it. Why are we pointing the opposite direction? I don't like that. I'm gonna have to steer that. Okay, we should be able to see it soon. The moon coming over the horizon in all its glory. Come on. Still miles away. Literally, we're in space. We're going to be millions of miles away. Right about now. Oh, I see it. Okay, we're going to let it come by a little bit further there. So now we want to just burn. We want to find this little target here. And this is your prograde marker, I think it's called. And should just be able to burn towards it. So let's throttle up using the Z or Z button. And boom. I really hope we have enough fuel for this. I'm always worried about my fuel, aren't I? But really, I don't like to use too much or too little. I like to just get it just right. I don't like to waste resources. So what I'm aiming for is this orbit. You see how it's rising? It keeps rising and rising and rising where my mouse is going. Eventually I want to stop it when the orbit kind of gets around here, and this is showing us the moon's orbit. And just like the moon in real life, it is tidally locked to Kerbal, meaning you'll only see like you'll always see the same side of it. Okay, about to stop it. Press X. Okay, a little bit further. Whoa. That should be enough. So, guys, I think we're going to encounter the moon. Contract complete, what? Oh, that's from my old mission. Don't worry about that. And we don't have to do anything. How much fuel we got? 45 seconds of fuel. That's actually really good. That's more than I thought. It probably doesn't sound like a lot to some, but that should be enough to return to Kerbal safely. Valentina, you're going to be the first person to fly around the MUN. Alright, let's speed this up. Yeah, if you didn't have time warp, this would take hours to get to the moon. So, thank God for the developers including that. Because look, it's 3 hours have passed. 4 hours, oh my gosh, that's almost a day in Kerbal years. Okay, now, as you can see, because our velocity is getting slower and slower, the moon's actually catching up as we get higher and higher. Oh, this is actually kind of scary. Come on. Okay, and when you're close enough to the moon, your orbit will actually shift, and it will show like a line going around the moon. You'll see it change. Come on. Oh, there we go. Oh, and it looks like we're actually going to crash into the moon. We don't want that. We'll change that. So we are now officially flying around the moon, or we're going to crash into it. Let's make sure I change that. So if you're like me and your line is actually going through the moon and you don't want to, well, if you don't want to crash into it, then you want to try and adjust that in some way. And I'm not sure exactly where to aim my orbit. Okay, no, that's not good. That's making it worse. What about this way? I think these blue markers mean something, but I'm not sure. Okay. Ooh, that should be good, actually. Is that still too close? There's a little bit of my fuel. Is that good? It's not gonna crash, is it? I hope not. No, that should be fine. I trust that. Alright, our contracts are saying explore the moon. We've taken our first steps towards exploring the moon. Let's keep going and see where it takes us. And we've initiated the first flyby. We've escaped the gravitational influence of Kerbal. So we're not actually orbiting Kerbal right now, we're actually orbiting the moon. So I'm going to go back to Space Center and see if there's any new missions available. Might have some. Let's see, mission control. Explore the moon. We'd like you to go to the moon and stay there in a nice stable orbit. Oh, so it wants me to orbit the moon, because we're actually not orbiting it technically, we're just on a flyby around it. It's for science. Sometimes science says, okay, head to the moon, we've done that. We can't just leave vessels in orbit of the moon forever. Those things are expensive. Return one to Kerbal. Okay, so basically, orbit the moon, gather scientific data. That's easy. Return to Kerbal from orbit. We can do that. That's no problem. We're going to accept that. What else can we do? Doesn't seem like there's anything else we can do right now. Let's just accept that. Go back to the tracking station. So let's do some science experiments now that we're flying high above the MUN. Let's do our mystery goo. What does it say? The goo seems to be less dense here. Alrighty. Oh, in vacuum. Yeah, well, you're not going to get any good readings with the pressure thing in space, because it only measures atmospheric pressure is what I'm trying to say. And the temperature is only 43 Kelvin. That is really freaking cold. Okay, same message. Crew report. You look down at the cold grey surface. It looks really beat up with craters. Yes, indeed. And... oh! Hold on. Let me go back to the Space Center. We haven't actually done this yet. But I'm going to upgrade one of the other buildings. I think we have the money for it. Yes. Let's upgrade the astronaut complex, because now with that upgraded, Kerbals can actually EVA in space, or while flying, but I wouldn't advise it. So now I'm going to turn the lights on so we can see. It didn't really help a whole lot, but we can get our little Kerbal out while in space, very deep in space I might add, and then we can just take the data. I'm going to do an EVA report high over the moon. Let's take our crew report so we can do another one. I don't know if I mentioned that last time, but you can actually take the crew reports and store them back in the pod as actual science data. Let's take that. Are you sort of slipping off there, Valentina? Don't be doing that. I think that's all we can do for now. Where's the moon? Where are you? That looks like the Milky Way. Okay. Time warp. Let's get closer. Oh, that's scary. Actually, another thing I can do. How do I do this? Rotate. No, the other way. And let's aim our rocket this way. Now, if I press the C button... ah, cockpit view. There we go. Awesome. Ah, there we go. That's what I wanted. See the moon. Oh, that's beautiful. Time warp. Wouldn't this be scary though if you were a real astronaut? Just seeing like the moon come up and greet you like that. I don't know how real astronauts did it back in the day. Oh, she's a beauty, isn't she? Oh, wrong button. Press the C button. Right, I think you need to get at a certain altitude to qualify as being near the moon. We're still high above it. Oh, that is terrifying. Okay, not too much. We don't want to just shoot off past it. We still need to do our contract. I do hope we don't crash into the moon though. Okay, I think under 60 is what qualifies as being close. And there's no atmosphere on the moon, so we don't have to worry about burning up or anything. I'm sorry you guys can't really see the rocket. It's just the unfortunate fact of flying around the dark side of the moon. The instrument, okay, same thing. Oh, hold on. That gives us 21 science. That is huge. Crew report, the exact same message. Boring. What does the goo say? Oh man, these are boring messages. I was hoping it would say something different. Log temperature. Oh, well, somehow we can collect the temperature, and I'm going to do an EVA report. We're still dropping though. We're getting quite low, and we're only 40,000 meters up. Really hope we don't crash into the moon. Let's take all this data. I'm actually going to collect the mystery goo just in case they burn up in the atmosphere or fly off. That way I've still got the data. Let's take that. Board. How low are we going to get? Oh. We don't want our orbit to go below 10,000 meters because that's when you might hit a mountain. Valentina, I really, really hope you don't crash into the moon. Because, we're getting close. Okay, you know what? I'm going to burn upwards. Okay, this is actually kind of dangerous, but I think we're fine. Please don't hit the moon. You know what? This calls for boosting upwards. Oh, okay, that is dangerous. We're under 10,000. Whew. Oh, Valentina, you were very lucky you didn't just crash into the moon there. We can't even see. Oh, that got my heart racing. Okay, we're safe now. We're above 10,000. That was a little stupid on my part. Don't go below 10,000 meters like I did because you might crash into some mountains. So we're gonna bring ourselves down into an orbit. There we go. A stable orbit has been achieved. Mission Control is still debating the best way to get you back home. You packed a toothbrush, right? I think Valentina's going to need more than a toothbrush to survive up here. We've entered orbit of the moon. Oh, we narrowly avoided Valentina just crashing into the moon there, I think. Oh, that was lucky. Okay. Gather scientific data. I don't think you have to land on the moon to do that. I think you can just get it in space around the moon. Return to Kerbal from orbit. We can do that. We've got loads of fuel left. Yeah, that's heaps. Alright, can we... Ooh. Are we coming up to the sunny side? Let me actually try and see if we're over a different biome. The Midlands. Because last time we got science over the Highlands. And that gives us 14.4 science. Excellent. Oh, well, it looks like the planet Kerbal's kind of eclipsing the sun right now. But you can sort of see the moon down here. You can see it. Oh, you can actually see, like, the rocks. If you look really closely, you can see, like, the rocks sticking out on the moon. That's cool. Oh. A camera flip. That must mean something. So, for now, we're going to say goodbye to the moon. It's a huge giant crater down there. And let's bring up our map. Now, as soon as we escape the moon, we should be orbiting around Kerbal again. There we go. And in a very high orbit at that. Oh look, there's another moon out there, by the way, for those wondering. Minmus. We're going to land on that at some point. That might be our next target after the moon. So, what I'm going to have to do is bring Valentina up to this point in our orbit and then try and decrease it somehow. Okay, whoa. Too fast. And no, that will increase our orbit. Where's the opposite one? There we go. Always look for the yellow marker with the X in the middle. It's kind of hard to see unless you're on like a computer. In fact, I know that some of the writing in this game, you guys probably can't read everything on, like, if you're watching this on phone. I apologise for that, that's just the way it is. So let's decrease our orbit, there we go. I have to really eyeball this, make sure I get it right. No, more? Is that enough? It's not going through Kerbal, is it? That should be fine. We've dealt with worse. We almost crashed into the moon before. Oh, yeah, watch out for the moon there. We should be fine. Okay, I hope we don't burn up. We have way more fuel than we need. We could have actually landed on the moon, but the trouble is we probably wouldn't have had the fuel to get back off it. It would have just been a one-way trip for our Kerbal. But maybe we can land a probe or something next time, like a robot on the moon. You guys want to see that? Okay, is this going to go in the atmosphere? We're getting pretty low around Kerbal now. Let's take a nice good look at Kerbal. Oh, she's a beauty. And again, we're coming over the dark side. Why can't I come over the light side, you know? Why can't you let my viewers see? Oh gosh, that's a scary angle. I don't like that angle. Oh, we're getting pretty low. How about I use the remaining fuel in my rocket to actually slow our orbit down so we're not coming in so hot. Let's see. You can do that, right? Yeah, there we go. So we have 20 seconds. That's insane. We might actually land... Oh, okay, our orbit's going through the planet. We don't really want that. How can I increase that? I can't really increase that, can I? Nah. Oh, that's kind of working. That actually might not be a good idea. I'm just kind of fluffing around at this point. Alright, let's just use up all our fuel and try and land somewhere on Kerbal safely. Slow ourselves down a bit. Oh shit! Oh gosh! Oh gosh! Oh dear. Okay, that wasn't good. I didn't realise we were falling through the atmosphere. This has been a crazy episode. Okay, can we slow down enough? Our heat shield is kind of overheating even. And you're supposed to be cooling the rocket. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're getting kind of low. Oh, our G-force, look at it. Oh, there's our rocket flying past us. Oh boy, this has been a crazy episode. I don't know where we're going to land. If you guys can't see anything, you're with me. I can't see anything either. Okay, what does this say? Oh, space is scary, man. I think we're going to land on the grass though, thankfully. Yeah, I can just faintly see it looks like there's some hills or something, but I better deploy the parachute. Because no matter what, I think the parachute has a sensor where it doesn't matter if you're 500 meters above sea level or above the ground, it's going to deploy safely and slow you down. In the olden days of Kerbal space program, sometimes the parachute would actually come off for some reason, but thank God they actually fixed that. Oh, is that trees I see? I'm really sorry you guys can't really see this. Maybe in editing I might try and brighten it up, I'm not sure. What's it down here? And a funny story is I've actually detached part of my rocket before, and it's actually one time it came down and landed on top of my rocket with the parachute, and it killed my Kerbal. Like, oh, that's so embarrassing. Oh, something pretty high up. I can see a whole bunch of trees now anyway, so this is a bit risky, but I'm going to EVA. And let's get some of this stuff actually. Ah! Something exploded. I think that was just our rocket falling next to us. We're fine, we're fine. Nothing to worry about. It's a weird texture. I don't know what that is, but... Do a crew report. Oh! Oh no, we're on the mountains? Oh gosh. Oh, we're rolling, we're rolling. Stop. Stop rolling. Oh my book. Oh goodness. This is not good, guys. We're rolling. Stop. Okay. Oh, high five, guys. Oh, we made it. That was a scary journey, wasn't it? I thought Valentina was gonna die. I have to say, Valentina, you're not as good of a pilot as Jebediah. You had my heart going, whether that was an intentional or not. Who knows? But we made it safely. Oh, did I even read the messages properly? I think one of them says, "Congratulations, you can stop kissing the ground now." Oh no, that said that last time. Oh, you're still sliding a little bit, I can see. I don't like that. Let's just do our science experiments. Screw it, let's EVA. I didn't realise we were going to land in the mountains. Which, like I said in the last video, is a very risky place to land because you can sometimes roll down and your rocket can explode. Luckily we didn't really go too far. Okay, let's recover. Let's get out of here. Oh, I'm so glad we didn't die there. Because I would have had to redo everything. I can't reload. And look at that! 221 science. Oh man. We're going to be spending for days. What does this say? Explore the moon, contract complete. Yes, there's enough data on the moon here to keep all of us employed for a good long while. We've taken our first steps. Yep, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Mission control. Oh, we have a bunch of new missions. We have one to test a rate. Oh, we can do that, I think. Can we do that? Yeah. Another one to explore the moon. Go on an orbital spacewalk near the moon. Rendezvous 2 vessels in orbit. Transfer any crew between vessels. Oh, that's going to be hard. That is going to be... Whoa. I might do that later on, possibly, I'm not sure. But we can totally do this whole decoupler. Maybe I'll do some of these in my spare time. Got one a test skipper at the launch site. We could do that. Why don't we accept that? And we could do this one. Let's just do one more mission for now, and I'll decide what to do between episodes. Okay, we can start to buy a bunch of equipment. I'm going to get this, the fuel systems, because it is expensive, but you get this fuel line. I think it can make your rockets very efficient or something. You also get a bigger fuel tank anyway. Let's get it. I'm just going to purchase this and this for now. Basic science. I think we want that because that gives us a probe body, which means I don't have to use any Kerbals when I go into space with this machine. The machine will do it for me. We also get batteries to keep our rocket charged up. Science experiment, science junior. That can give you a lot of science. Yeah, I think we should go for that. We can't afford any ones that are expensive now. That's a shame. What else should we get? Ooh, actually, there's another good way you can get science. And that is by building some aircraft. Yeah, should we do that? Why don't I do that? And I guess let's buy that. Alright, well that's all we can spend for now. So, we have a lot of money too. What I could do is try and upgrade something else. If we upgrade the tracking station over here, I think this will help with our flight planning. Yeah, it says patch conics, which if you don't know what that is, I don't really know what it means, honestly. So let's just buy it. I think that's going to help us. And we have a little bit of money left. Actually, let's test our... Let's go and test this engine real quick. And let's just do this. Where is it? Skip it. Look how big this engine is. It's like a freaking boat. Actually, I want to add the Science Junior. There you go. And why don't we actually do someone different? Why don't we do... Bill, you're up. You're an engineer, so you can test this rocket. So this skipper engine is something you'd put on a big giant rocket. And finally, I can actually see things. It's nice and sunny. So, before we do anything else, let's test the Science Junior. The materials show little signs of change, though one of the samples appears to be judging you silently. It's sentient. Kill it. Okay. And let's run the test. Ooh. You hear it shut down there. Test complete. Okay. Let's recover. That was short and sweet, wasn't it? Oh, we've got enough science now. That's good. What else can we do? Nothing else has really popped up. We could probably do this. Should I do that? I'm definitely going to think about doing this Explore the Moon one where we have to park 2 rockets in orbit around the moon. That sounds very complicated though. But I think we could probably do it with some practice. Oh, we can afford something else as well. What else could I buy? This doesn't really do much for me. What about flight control? This gives us better wings. Small and... Ooh. Is that like better control? Small line reaction wheel. I think we'll get that, because better wings always helps. Let's just buy everything. Well, I'm going to end it here, and I'm going to decide what to do in between episodes. I might do a couple of these side missions off camera, just to get a bit more money, a bit more science. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was a little bit chaotic, I know, and I really hope my commentary was good. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care everyone, and goodbye.